I've literally been sick this entire weekend. Like, dying sick. Really, and also the last Friday, actually. And I still feel kind of tired. And next week, I actually have to begin to pack. So yeah, this is my second last week in this apartment. Today we also have been talking a bit about portfolios, and all of that kind of thing has officially started now. And Wednesday, some students from some of the schools will be visiting us to talk a bit about the schools they go to, and also I think about their portfolios. I think I want to talk about it at some point, share a bit of what I learn.
Let's get started packing all of my stuff and also cleaning my room in the process because it's a mess.
And obviously, I'm not gonna be done with packing my whole room in just one evening, so this is gonna be a process over the next 5 days or so. And I don't even know where to begin, but I've just started taking all my clothes down because that kind of seemed like the easiest one. At least the clothes I know not gonna wear the next few days. That might be a little bit hard to predict, but
I don't know how much I've been talking about this, but yeah, we're having a small exhibition because Vera has their own exhibition space, room thing. So this Friday, before I move, I have to do this as well. So but it's me and 3 others that are going to exhibit it. It's also like very practical when you have to take photos of your stuff for your portfolio. Like these spaces get a very nice foundation for that. I can't say anything else than my room is a mess. My dad is coming and he's gonna help me move everything. I think he's gonna get a trailer, like rent a trailer, and then I just have to get started, I guess. And also with the packing for Ærø, because I'm moving today, Saturday, and then I'm moving to Ærø Sunday, so I kind of have to pack for Ærø while I'm packing everything down, but I don't really know what I should pack versus what I shouldn't. while also packing everything for storage because a lot of stuff is also just gonna be standing at my dad's while I'm at Ærø. So, but I'm gonna get started now because I actually really have to.
Recognize. But why? Raynard does some very things, and he's very self-serving, so...
Ja, jeg tror måske, vi så skal finde ud af faktisk. Men der, jeg ved ikke, der er også ting inde i, men tror du ikke, den lader være med at åbne? Skal vi putte det i en af skufferne måske?
Ja, det kunne man gøre.
Skuff! I think I'm okay. It does feel like a lot socially trying to figure out what people think of me is just very draining for me. It always is, like starting new things like this. But you know, I am gonna have art to focus on besides the social stuff, so I'm gonna be okay. What? This feels insane, going from Copenhagen to here. I'm feeling down, but I'm really trying, you know. But being out here, it makes it a bit better. This feels really, really good. I'm just going down to the ocean, like lake slash ocean. But I guess I'll maybe explain a bit and talk a bit about what I'm doing right now, like art-wise, and for maybe anyone who's watching who don't really understand what's going on. So this school that I've started at now is basically the same as the one I was going to before, like Vera. It's like a school that prepares you for portfolio and for applying to bigger schools like art academies and art university. It's called a folk school, folk high school, and the concept is a whole thing in Denmark. So there's a lot of folk schools that you can go to, ones that aren't like this one for half a year. Typically it's for half a year. And then there's these schools like Vera and this Ærø. Well, this one, Ærø, isn't for half a year. It's actually a year. So you start in like... is it October? No, it's not. It's before that. But you know, autumn, summer, autumn, you know, the transition between summer and autumn. I've started just now in November, late November, and that is because that's also a thing you can do. Apparently you can start in like the middle of the year, so the other people have been here like four more months than me, so they do kind of know each other. One other person has started together with me, but yeah, and then there's going to come more people in January also. So yeah, I'm gonna be here until summer, July, I think, maybe. I think you can actually also like be a foreigner and come here. Our head mistress, she talked about that there had been someone from Japan, and she didn't know any English before starting on Eru, and someone from America or the UK. So if this is something that you're interested in attending, I would say research it and just write to the school and you'll probably get a response. It does cost money. So I basically saved up money for a whole year of folk school and it took about a year. So it is doable. I've gone to a more traditional folk school before, which was more like a lot of different stuff and a lot of more different people, still kind of creatively though, called Tistrup High School, folk high school, for half a year. I have a video on it. It's in Danish. Being there the entire half year, I only made one video. So yeah, I was occupied there. It was way more social. Where the focus was way more social, and there were way more people, like 100 and was it 30? Like here we're 19. That's not very many for a folk school at all. And usually it is kind of like this where it's a little bit more secluded, but this is very secluded, like on an island. There's also folk high schools in Copenhagen, and Tistrup is close to Aarhus. So there is a lot of variety in them, and also folk schools that are a lot cheaper, actually. In Sweden, I know there are folk schools that are almost free, where you can work instead or something. I haven't researched it much. I also know there's a portfolio folk school there that might also be free, or don't take my word for it, but that's also an option. Like it's an experience you're getting with this type of school. I know there are, like in Germany, there are portfolio courses, but that's a lot shorter. Like this is, you eat here, you sleep here, and